Feeling stress is a part of life, but it doesn't have to be unmanageable. Sometimes it can feel like waves that just keep coming, higher and higher, or like a volcano about to erupt. Life will always include some stress, that's normal. But while we sometimes can't stop the waves or control the volcano, we can change how we react to it. We can choose to respond in more effective ways that give us a better chance of being happy and healthy. We might not be able to make stress go away, but we all have the power to manage it and to take more control. The first step to feeling better is recognizing why we're stressed. So why do we get stressed? Feeling out of control is one common cause. To start taking a little more control, try keeping a journal or writing down your worries. Once you've named them and worked out what is causing them, you can start to find ways to manage them. It's important to focus on the things that we can change ourselves, whether it's our situation or how we respond to it. There's almost always something we can do, no matter how small. Sometimes things can feel out of proportion, and it can help to think about how we react to stress. You can see the Reframing Unhelpful Thoughts video on our website for tips on exploring this. Step 2. Make simple changes. If it feels like there's not enough hours in the day, better time management can keep us in control. Try dividing big tasks into smaller chunks to make them seem more manageable. When we feel stressed, some tasks can seem overwhelming, and it can be difficult to get started. When things are broken down into simple parts, it's much easier to get to work. To-do lists help us feel more efficient and free up our minds from the stress of remembering everything. Create just one for each day rather than juggling lots. You could also use a problem-solving technique, which you can learn more about on the stress page of the Every Mind Matters website. Step 3. Find your confidence. As you work through your tasks, make sure to give yourself credit for completing each step. You'll be surprised how much you can get to grips with, even if it's only tiny, and start feeling more confident. Rewarding yourself for positive actions will help reinforce them and make the next task even easier. Handling our time effectively helps us feel more relaxed, focused, and on top of things, whether it's at work, at home, or anywhere else. The very act of taking control, no matter how small it seems, can feel empowering and help you tackle the bigger challenges. Step 4. Take control of your future. Figuring out your goals is a great way to feel more in control. Think about the short term, like today and tomorrow, the medium term, like the next few months, and the long term, like things you want to accomplish over a number of years. Why not try setting yourself some goals for the things you want to achieve in the next week, the next month, and even further into the future? Step 5. Take breaks. Don't forget to make time for yourself. You don't always have to fill your time with activity. It's also important to give yourself breaks and take time to do nothing. Space and calm can often help us think more clearly and can help us be more productive. Step 6. Talk about stress. Once we've identified the things that cause us stress and thought about some goals we would like to achieve, it's always good to talk to someone. Connecting with people, no matter who they are, is always great for our mental health. Being able to talk about our stress openly can be a huge relief and is another easy way to stay in control. Often it's not so much the advice that people give, it's simply that putting our problems into words helps us make more sense of them. Maybe you'll be able to offer other people some support, and that usually feels good too. Remember, everyone feels stress, but taking back control could be simpler than you think.